It live in Vietnam. Oh, it's 10:30 p.m. for me. What are you doing so late? Hello, Manoj. Okay, so I'll change these things later. So, can you hear my voice? Am I audible? Manoj, Chelin Love. Take a shower. 30 years of. Oh, college student. So late. Yeah, there is. We lose track of day and night. We are college actually. I have also been in this situation. We used to watch movies, TV shows. Sometimes we used to work on my final year project, basically in final year. I have the videos I follow the number 15 social app. Yeah, it was a great app actually, the social media app. I also learned a lot using that. I hope you also learned. It will set very good understanding how XAML, how .NET MAUI works. Okay, so I don't have any agenda in my mind for this live stream. I was frustrated. I was trying to do something. I've been stuck with that thing for almost 1 week now. I thought let's do a live stream, chill out. I tried to watch all your videos. Okay, maybe I don't know if people are going to join or not. So we you have stuck to yes, Swami DS. Hello. Yeah, we all stuck actually. And this is the thing in software engineering. Sir, I'm also working Blazor. Can you give me some advice how I can learn new things in this tech? I can go with current technology or something. So, as far as advice is concerned, you can simply maybe have some idea. The best learning, in my opinion, is project based learning. You can get some idea. Maybe you can talk to some AI model to grab some complex project idea, and then you can maybe implement it on your own, which will have all the pieces, including the things you are saying, Azure or CI/CD, and proper. Maybe you can include Signal R as well. You can include Docker. You can connect with. Maybe you can work with multiple databases at the same time, and there are a lot of things you can do. You can maybe the social media app, right? In Blazor, you can maybe try to build a social media app similar to Twitter or Facebook for web using Blazor. It can set you. It should not be perfect, but it will eventually be perfect if you try to spend some time. Maybe plan or maybe work on that continuously, 1 hour daily on that. First, you need to just plan out. Maybe spend 1 day from a different perspective on any of the social media, maybe LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook. Try to analyze what all things are there. Okay, and then you can plan out those things and then you can start building. It can have a lot of things. So the market is not permanent now, but new Maui, net Maui is really cool. I work as intern in develop game workshop. Yeah. Manoj, so yeah, so there could be a lot of things which you cannot see beforehand. So uh, I had one quick thing. I was working on a blog application a couple of months back. There we had to use the increase the view count. So usually what you or what initial version of us or freshers what we'll think, maybe we can simply have, whenever we are going to detail page of any blog post, we will simply increase the count. But in that case, there could be multiple cases. So for that particular instance, what we had done, we had a hosted service. It was just to explain to someone that how the basic things we can think about those. So I had a hosted service, which is a kind of background thing. When we are opening the detail page, we are simply raising an event to that background service, and then the background service is handling updating the view count. So using these things, just try to analyze and pick a big project and then start building it. Then only you can maybe. Yes, I have learned so many things from your videos, blazing chat app using WebAssembly, SignalR, and the chat app. It was very initial prototype kind of thing, right? I am thinking to maybe make a more advanced and good version of that. At that time, I was not very interested in making videos, and I was not very familiar with Blazor in general. It was kind of initial thing for me, and that also, if you see, uh, I did not plan that in advance. That was ad hoc coding. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so the thing which I was working on, I'm stuck for almost a week now. I am trying to implement Google sign in .NET Maui. But that is not happening. I'm having a lot of issues. So with web authenticator and then with Google sign in general for Android apps and for these things. So this is not working. If I try to set the web authenticator, then it breaks the Google side of thing. And if I fix the Google side of thing with callback, redirect URL, etc., then web authenticator. So I tried to spend a lot of time. I researched, I tried to read hundreds of blogs, Stack Overflow posts, and I even tried all major these AIs. For this also, I had to jump from here and there. So I had to actually create a simple application. So this application I created in .NET Maui, which actually is a wrapper of all these here, all these major chatbots. So ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Claude, Bolt. So I've been using these because so I had these. I'm logged in using different email accounts in different browsers and all, and I have hundreds of tabs open. So I had to go to one of these, add my error, then maybe go to the second one, then try to do something from there, try to do all of those things, but nothing was working. So I had to create this simple application. Now I can quickly jump around between these sessions. This is simply a desktop app, .NET Maui. So finally, I think it is not going to work directly from .NET Maui to Google. We need to have an intermediate backend server API. Microsoft also suggests doing this, but I was thinking maybe I can avoid that, but that is not there. If we web authenticator, so this application I created, it is actually all these are dynamic tabs. I have this main thing, main homepage. Here I have added all these tabs. I can quickly add a new tab with add the URL. If I have some username and password for this, I can add here that it is going to add up here. For example, I have a basic version of my website. I don't use that, but still we can it here preference.com. If I do this, if I add this tab is added is here, and which adds here, and now we can go here. So it will be like this. So this was also a quite a good application for my specific use case. I don't want to go to the browsers because I have very messed up browsers. This is good. So using these kind of things also, Manoj. you can, or maybe chill and love you guys, so you can get some learning for this also. I have not used mvvm here, but I have used c sharp ui, because for dynamic tab generation, dynamic page generation, because I don't have that fixed page here. But as you already see, I simply just created a new entry here, and this new entry creates a new tab which is totally dynamic, and on there we have dynamic content. So this page is not there, which I already built a new tab. So this is kind of a dynamic page generation. So this was a genuine requirement for me, so I quickly tried to implement it, and it came out pretty good as well. So these small things can also teach you so many things. Sir, are you working on any company, or you are doing freelancing kind of thing only? So I work with a company and I do freelancing, both actually. But I am thinking to quit my job and doing freelancing only. So now I'm not very occupied with my office work, and I already had a discussion with my managers, with my boss, and they are okay if I'm spending some time here on my things, on my freelance work. Then they are okay. Company, it's a very very good company. I have a best boss in my career. I would. Nice videos. Thank you, Mr. Pickles. So how to pronounce it? Okay. Yeah. So that was the thing. I was working on that sign in with Google, but that didn't come out. So that's why maybe this is not going to work the way I was thinking. Then they suggest that we should use server backend. So we need to go with server backend route only. Going to use, maybe I'm going to try this thing out tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Then I'll see. Do let me in the comment if you guys want a video tutorial for this. We already have sign in with Google for Blazor static SSR kind applications. Then the last video on my channel, it was this how to implement sign in with Google in Blazor WebAssembly, right? Now we can do this in .NET MAUI, but not directly .NET MAUI without any backend. It is not possible. What I could say now, because I have spent almost 1 week on this. I am not sure if it will be possible. For this, I'm going to use this approach, that this thing. So from mobile app, we are going to use web authenticator, which is going to go to our ASP.NET Core backend. It could be minimal API, it could be controller action, it could be a Blazor page, it could be anything. From here, we will go to the Google, we'll get back the response, and then from here, we are going to get redirect to our web authenticator, which is going to be our inside our .NET MAUI application. Then we are going to have the user session, and then we'll use. This is how we are going to do it. Going to try this out tomorrow. What do you think about this recent changes in TypeScript? So it is. I'm saying it. I'm reading it. It is as a Microsoft .NET developer, C Sharp developer. It is not. We are not feeling good about this, but as the original author of the TypeScript and C Sharp, so he said that he wants to use or give the best for this. So there could be cases where maybe some technology is not suited for something. For example, today if I want to give a high performance, fast rendering public pages, I would not choose Blazor WebAssembly. Although Blazor is good, like Blazor, I love Blazor, but I would not choose Blazor for that, right? Even with pre-rendering, I would choose some maybe static SSR, or maybe some other thing, I don't know, but I would not choose this. So it totally depends, but I'm not defending him. But yeah, if they are, and the main thing, they maybe they didn't have that bandwidth, or maybe someone uh, started this POC kind of thing, who was experienced, so maybe trying out the Go, and they have, I have never seen Go, so I'm not uh, aware how Go works or what is the syntax. I have no idea about it, but how he said that it is kind of one-to-one porting to Go, so maybe that's why they chose this. I have no idea. I have good experience in Vue, and why I chose Vue in one of my previous organization. There was a big project. I moved to that. They were building a separate ETL tool for that, and there was one person who had to build it, and he chose Vue.js for all other things. We were using Angular, and we were using uh, .NET Core APIs, WCF, Windows Forms, all these things, but he chose Vue. And then he was about to leave the company. I was assigned to that project. I learned Vue and I loved it. So sometimes things happens this way. And when I was leaving that company, the new manager, he was concerned that why we chose Vue, because there were no developers of Vue. I was the only one, and I was also not the first one, or I learned Vue only for that project, and after that I loved it. So sometimes things happen this way. Maybe uh, some person who was not happy with the TypeScript compiler and all, so he tried to port it, or some created some small POC in Go, and it worked pretty good. That's why they chose to maybe invest on that way. It could be the case, so I'm not sure. Yes, sir. Mostly I work with Blazor server, WebAssembly, and now Blazor web app only. But I want to learn .NET MAUI. Is this right for the future market or technologies? So it depends. If you are a .NET developer, then it is the best thing for now, because .NET MAUI, this is the thing. This is the only thing I could say which you can use to build the mobile applications. And there are others as well, Uno, Avalonia, and all these stuff, but those are not that popular, because this is kind of a successor of Xamarin Forms. Xamarin Forms were pretty popular, not very much, because most of the mobile apps are in native. Then comes React Native, then comes Flutter, and maybe in between somewhere we have the Ionic set or Cordova, Capacitor, all those things, native script and all. Then comes for .NET folks, Xamarin Forms, Xamarin, then Xamarin Forms, and then now .NET MAUI. These are the only, and cross-platform. Yes, the only thing is .NET MAUI does not support the Linux for now. Maybe it will be supported. Sir, what do you think about microservices with .NET application? What do you think? What do you mean by think? It depends. If you are, so for example, this I suggest you to maybe work on this social media app. It should eventually use microservices, but not from the beginning. If you have some architect, some very senior, very experienced folks who design the application first. When I say design, that means architecting the application, creating the architecture of the application. At that time they can maybe see the future vision, and they can maybe plan out all the things in advance. But if you are working on some simple project for your hobby project, some small POC kind of thing, you should never directly go to microservice. You can eventually change it. So there is a saying, you should stay away from premature optimization and overthinking, over engineering. So this is kind of a over engineering for most of my application, for most of my client applications, whatever I have worked. I have not used microservices. In one of my in my current organization also, we are using microservices a lot, because this is a financial domain product which they have been building for almost 15 years now. It started from Windows Form, then mentioned Vue.js, Angular, from WCF services to .NET Core, Web APIs, and all. So it has come a long way. We have thousands of different services, different integrations, and all. So we have so many pieces moving around. Some are dependent on each other, some are not dependent on each other. Some write to direct same database, some write to some third party, interact with some third party tools for reading, writing, for getting the data and sending the data both. So it was a good candidate, but I'm sure when they have started it, they have not thought about microservice. They have not directly started, because these are the things we eventually need whenever I'm working on and I need it. And if you have pretty good experience, you are keep on working and uh, you are checking, or maybe you are on the internet, you are reading about the things, you are up to date to the technology changes and all, you will eventually know when you need something. Sometimes when I see some video or some post on LinkedIn, I sometimes say, okay, this is a good thing, maybe I will use it once I need it. So when next time there is similar requirement, I used to recall, okay, there was something like this. Then I simply go and read about this. And if I think that this is the best suited option now, then I simply implement it. Sir, your Blazing quiz and Blazing chat application. Blazing quiz was very, after that Blazing quiz is a very thing. I had to create a application for one of my clients at the same time frame. I was working with this Blazing quiz, and I got a requirement for a online test application which is kind of this quiz only. So it was very easy and very quick to implement because I was already working on this. Yeah, Blazing chat, I am not very happy with that application. Maybe that's why I'm planning to build a second version which will have much more moving pieces, some advanced stuff, some advanced UI, maybe login registration, proper context management, message management, and all. The Blazing quiz was very good. It was very minimal for YouTube. For my client, I had done a lot of other things as well, but the base was this only. It was very. So Manoj, how much experience do you have? Also, so you are working on Blazor in your organization, in your company, or for your hobby projects only? When you complete your project for your client, then applications testing is yours. So is this your responsibility, or this is only done from a client side? So it depends how we are agreeing to the terms beforehand. So before starting working on the project, we decide this. Sometimes I used to do this, some initial level of testing. Sometimes the client, they have a team. So I think for most of the clients I have worked with, they already had a team. So it totally depends on the initial terms. When we are starting the project, then what we have decided. We're going to, am I going to do both of the things, the development and the testing, and or client is. So did you guys, I'm a new joiner with 6 month experience in a .NET from WinForms, WebForms, MVC, and Blazor. So you worked on WinForms and WebForms in last 2 years. So these are not, these are very uh, late technologies now, but it's good that you are working with Blazor now. MVC and Blazor. These are the things right now in the market. For .NET UI side, MVC is topper, we could say. It is the most widely used web framework from .NET MVC. Then I guess Razor Page is also in use. No, WinForms was my learning part only. Yeah, that is, you learned from some institute and they taught you this WinForms and web forms. Why they are teaching these WinForms and web forms now? Because almost all these coaching institutes, these are just milking these ages old technology, provide any good resources and things. Maybe that's why people are choosing online video tutorials, online courses. So did you guys watch my latest video, the freehand drawing in .NET Maui? I liked it actually. I gave it to my son. I have a 3-year-old kid. He likes it. From today morning also, when he woke up, the first thing he said, "Papa, मुझे वो drawing करने के लिए दो ना. Just give me that app." He started saying app. "Papa, what are you building? Are you building app for me?" All right. So what should we do now? Should we continue that application which we were building, the desktop app for that labeled name timers, or maybe we should do it later, very late, 10:55 p.m. And I don't think if people are interested in this live stream today, because I was just getting frustrated because of that sign in with Google and Maui thing. Chose to do something different. So make an application using Blazor Web. We already have multiple applications using Blazor Web, right? First, that Blazing Blog version 2 that is using Blazor Web app with interactive server for admin panel. Then I have hotel booking application that also uses Blazor Web app with interactive server for admin panel. Then after that, I have that Blazing Books application that uses Blazor Web app, static SSR for the web part. Then I have URL shortening app that uses Blazor Web app with interactive auto render mode. I think this is the only complete project using interactive auto that is there on the internet. Still, I didn't get much attention on that project. People didn't like that. I don't know why. I was very hopeful for that URL shortening app because I tried to find if someone has worked on interactive auto somewhere. I tried to look on the YouTube, internet on general, all the, yeah. I could not find any project which was using interactive auto render. That's why I chose to create. Yes, Blazing Books was best also. Yes, I loved that Blazing Books, especially the web part. And then Blazing Quiz, it is using Blazor WebAssembly. I forgot actually. Yeah, it is WebAssembly. Okay, should we talk about something else? Should I create a video? Maybe ask me anything kind of thing, or no? What do you say? Thanks for your great opinions and your So a lot of time people ask about me, how much experience I have. Maybe I should plan a video for my introduction, right? I got these some common questions a lot about myself, what I do, what all technological experience I have, and my journey basically. Maybe I should plan a video for this, but I'm not sure if people are going to give attention, because sometimes I put a lot of effort on my videos, but still I didn't get that. Really demotivates me. That's why if you have seen in recent past, sometimes I drop a couple of videos back to back, but then when I'm not getting much views, then I drop Ronaldo 11 youth. Thank you. Thank you for so that thing actually that demotivates me, and it takes again some time to get me motivated again. You see the recent thing video, you see 1 month after 3 weeks, it was a very good video and very general, a very genuine use case, right? Google sign in Blazor WebAssembly application. There are a lot of people who are using this. And before this, I had this .NET MAUI collection view, infinite scrolling. These were the actual genuine use cases. If I was maybe learning something, or I am working in this field in .NET MAUI Blazor, so but I would need these things. Still, I didn't get much. After 1 month, I have 500. For 3 weeks, I have this 490. So this video, I was not making video for 3 weeks now. This video because I had that requirement from a they wanted that signature capture. I tried to do this. I tried to read about this. Then I thought let's try to implement it. When I was trying to implement, I thought let's record a video because this could also be a genuine use case. You see, in one day, 173 views. Still hopeful. Let's see if it goes. I dropped it yesterday, and then after 2 3 hours, I uh, shared this video on all the social media, including Reddit, Telegram, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and still I have only 170. But this is also a very good video. Still, so these things sometimes that's why I sometimes take breaks in between. It's hard to get these to work on YouTube. And you tried and got lost, I think is a yes, this is also I get a lot, but the thing is the way I use to create these YouTube videos, I'm not very consistent. So if I and here the way we used to create courses on Udemy, because I have taken courses of Vue, React, all these things in the past. So they are very structured. Maybe they will plan out the video for the course for 1 month, then they'll start uh, creating this, and I have seen videos sometimes 1 minute video, 30 seconds video, 5 minutes video. So that thing actually, if you go on my channel, I rarely have any video which is less than half an hour, because when I go to explain something, if I think it should be explained, I explain in detail using different examples and all. So maybe for Udemy courses I need to use some different thought process. But again, I need to plan out, I need to record everything. Maybe it will take 1 to 2 months. I don't know if I want to do this, because after that, what I have heard, sometimes, not sometimes, almost all the time, whenever I go to Udemy, I see they are giving 50% discount, 90% discount. So who is giving the discount? and then maybe 50% of 60% Udemy takes, and then you have only 30 to 40% share. And then also uh, you need to market your course. So they, for all these reasons, I am still not uh, convinced to go to the Udemy route. You can put those off if you want. Hmm. Yeah, maybe. So what I was thinking basically, I have dropped a poll on my community post for maybe I can first create a small course on YouTube. So I will get to know, because right now if you see on my YouTube, I have two different types of videos. One is conceptual based. I will simply put some topic, some concept which I need to explain. I am going to explain it. Maybe I will use how to fixing something. For example, this last video, how to implement the infinite scrolling, how to maybe fix the re-rendering issue, how to remove the that yellowish background, right? How to implement freehand drawing in .NET Maui. Then I have different type of video. Those are project based, which I actually like. So maybe when we'll go to Udemy course, most of those courses are beginner friendly, but because I'm having a lot of experience now, so sometimes I simply get carried away. I used to pause and I need to think from beginner's perspective. So maybe I need to plan out those courses using some different thought process, as I already mentioned. So maybe this is a good thing. I would not say that this is not a good, but maybe you creating a small course for YouTube first. I can maybe get feedback from you guys, and I would also get to into this structured, and then maybe I can plan a video for you, plan a course for you. Yeah, maybe this is a good approach. What do you say? You can use those discounts to get a good reputation facing with BTLE chat. What is BTLE? Yeah, this is also a good point. If we have a good discount, then it is going to give me attention. Bluetooth live. Yeah, maybe I should plan. Yes. Now I'm going to maybe spend more time on myself away from my office. So maybe, yeah, need to think in this direction. Hmm. So what do you do, Ronaldo? Are you college student? Are you experienced professional? Are you fresher starting to enter in the industry? I think for now you should really focus on Twitch and YouTube. Twitch makes it easy for people to support you. If you are on Twitch, people can subscribe to you each month easily. Just doing to keep in mind any video on using RDLC in the, no, I don't have any video, and I'm not sure if we'll be able to implement RDLC reports. I have no idea. I have worked on RDLC in last decade, I think, in 2013 or 14. Last time I saw RDLC. So that I have not seen these RDLC. Hi, Milton. So Twitch, in my previous stream also I said I need to look into Twitch. I have never tried Twitch, not from both the ends. I have not. I don't have any account on Twitch. I have never seen Twitch. I saw a couple of YouTubers who do live. They do live on YouTube and Twitch both at the same times, but I have never tried. So, what is the free alternative for reporting Blazor? For now, I am mostly working on my YouTube projects, some hobby project, and some small client projects. Almost all of those were not having any reporting, or they were having simple grade reporting, not complex, these kind of. So right now I can't say anything. Maybe I will get some requirement, then maybe I'll try to see can be done. Because right now what I do, if I am doing something and I am stuck something or I have something in my mind, then I'm simply going to research about it. Or the second case which I encourage me to research, if I am getting paid for this, that means if there is some client project I'm working on and they need this, then I simply go try to see if I can find. Till now, no idea. And specialist videos you can ask help price as people need standard ones. Yeah, yeah. Maybe for this also I can spend some time, maybe plan out some topics. Then maybe I can discuss different people for. Yeah, this is a good idea. This is a good idea. Okay. So what countries are you from? Ronaldo, Anil Sharma. Anil Sharma, you must be from India only. Any videos in printing in Maui? Not yet. I don't have printer, but I got this comment a lot on my restaurant POS application to print on the thermal printer, maybe Wi-Fi printing. But this is also good thing. I should maybe try to implement. I have not implemented it yet, so I need to implement it for myself. Then maybe I can plan a video. I press here. Right. That's what I mean with specialistic. Yes, printing in reporting, all these things. And maybe connecting to certain Maui applications within the same network. So printing also somewhat comes within that same boundary, because this is also connecting two uh, different applications. One is printer and one is our app. Same network. In restaurants, we need to print on two printers on the same time. That's which we can't get on web, which printers installed on custom PC. But I think we can get the list of printers in this, because if we can get it in .NET, that Windows forms, we can get maybe. But I need to check it. List of available printers, then select what all printers we need to print here. All these things should be done, because I can see there are not many people who are doing .NET Maui related stuff on the YouTube, on the internet. Maybe all these things are untouched yet. But still, the thing is, I will for sure plan out these things. I can't commit when, but I will surely do all of these things. But sometimes, whenever I do these concept based things, there are a very small set of people who watch these videos. Yes, hi, do you have any Blazor hybrid app using Bluetooth on Android? Not yet, but if you can get Bluetooth working on Android using .NET MAUI without Blazor hybrid, then you can simply replicate it in Blazor hybrid as well. Because Blazor hybrid is just a part of UI. Whatever you can do in .NET MAUI, because .NET MAUI layer, that interface, you can do with Blazor hybrid as well. But if you want to access some browser specific things which are not in directly in .NET MAUI side, which are, for example, let's say WebRTC, that video related stuff, if you want to do in Blazor hybrid, because Blazor hybrid can use JavaScript and WebRTC is a JavaScript thing. So from there you can, if you are in web, you can simply request permission on the browser. But when you are in Blazor hybrid side, in that case you need to propagate that request permission to .NET MAUI side. Then there is this extra set of work which you need to do. Apart from this, for example, this Bluetooth connection and all these things you can directly use from .NET MAUI. Creating a static chat app. What is this mesh test? I have no idea. Is it some existing app or some concept or some, what is it? I have no idea. I started learning Maui from a video, but later I liked the hybrid approach. It depends actually. So for me, this is a bit strange. Initially, I remember a couple of years back in 2017 or 18, when I was doing a lot of React Native stuff, I thought let's try to use the Xamarin. At that time, .NET MAUI was not there. I tried Xamarin, but this XAML, XAML, this was very bad. I didn't like it. I was not able to grab it, so I simply leave it. Then couple of years back, I saw a video from James Mantomagno. In that video, that was 4 hours long video, and in it he created that monkey application using .NET MAUI XAML. I watched that entire video in a single go and I liked XAML. Then I tried to implement the same application and I loved it. After that, I used to love XAML as well. But now what happens, I like Blazor as well. So when I am working on XAML, I like this one. And then when I used to go to the Blazor hybrid side, Blazor side, then I used to love Blazor. I love both actually. I started learning Maui from, but later I liked the hybrid approach. A lot of people like, so not a lot of people, I would say there is a mix of the people. 50% people like this Blazor hybrid approach, then 50% people like the .NET MAUI XAML approach. Mestastic is a LoRa device that can send small parts of text over long distance. They are combined into image. I have no idea about it. I have never heard it. I have never seen it. Hmm. I I may be going to try some IoT stuff using .NET. This is in my list. I will do maybe at the end of this year. I used Blazor Hybrid because most of my work doesn't require any interaction with device. Writing HTML faster than XAML, so I can deliver fast. Yes. Yes. So when you don't, and when you say the interaction with the device, in that also, if in that case also, if you want to interact with device, in both of these cases, you just need to use the C sharp .NET MAUI. For example, you need to access clipboard, the clipboard or default. You need to use the preferences, and you need to use preferences API. So in both the cases, this code is going to be C sharp only. HTML, not XAML. XAML is just for UI, and Blazor Hybrid can do a lot of things. And the very good thing is you can mix and match. If you like XAML, so right now, if there is some complex collection view with some complex data template, then the performance of those collection views is not very good. In that case, what you can do, the very good thing related to this .maui in Blazor, if you have some screen which needs to do this thing, you can have your entire app in .NET MAUI XAML, and for that particular page, you can have a Blazor component. For example, charts also. Right now in .NET MAUI, we have simple charting solutions, or for complex things we have Sync Fusion library, or maybe some other third party library. But I used to find these third party libraries very slow. Performance wise, these are not good so maybe for these things, JavaScript has a very good set of charts, and using Blazor Hybrid we can use JavaScript interrupt, which is not very good, but it's still better than the .NET MAUI XAML. So for this thing also, what you can do, maybe you have charts on one of your page, so you can have your entire application .NET XML, and for that one particular page, you can use Blazor Hybrid. And if GCM network is down, you can still send message. Oh, okay. But for this also, Ronaldo, this is going to be a very niche, very specific use case, right? There are going to be, I don't know, a lot of people who never heard about this. Flutter UI looks better than Maui. What is the reason? Reason is Flutter UI. Flutter is not using the device specific things. In Flutter, they have empty canvas. So everything they draw pixel by pixel, everything they draw itself. They use widgets. I also worked on Flutter for around 1.5 months. I have worked on a simple finance application. It was half built with Flutter. It was in 2019 or 2020. So, because the widgets, the designing of those widgets, they are painting the canvas by themselves. So, in .NET MAUI, if you use Skia UI, SKIA, Skia Sharp, Skia UI, you can try to mimic some things like that only. You can have animations, you can have your complex UIs, you can paint everything. So this is kind of similar, we could say. But when we use .NET MAUI XAML, what it does, when you say button, so now this button, the XAML, when it is going to run on the Android, it is going to use the Android specific button. And when it is going to run on iOS, then it is going to use the iOS iPhone specific button. So you are going to see, so you can simply try, you can just have a button without any styling and just open it on iPhone, open it on Android. Then you can see buttons are different, but you have not done anything, but these looks platform dependent, platform related. For example, this the entry and editor. So if you use direct entry component, the text box uh, counterpart in this .mouse ML side. So if you open it on Android, you will see the material UI design, the underline. And when you see this on iPhone, you are going to see the complete bordered text box. But when you use Flutter, you need to design it, right? When we say you need to design it, you are going to use some widget. Widget has some default styling as well. You can enhance that styling using your additional styles, but still the default they have painted it for both. So you are going to see the same look and feel on Android and iOS. So that is the difference. Hmm, do you have membership that give you code access also instead of buying? No, actually. The thing was, I used to have it. I planned it on Buy Me a Coffee also. I enabled membership, but the thing is, I don't want to waste your money. The thing is, sometimes I post projects back to back, but sometimes there is a gap of, let's say, 1 month. Sometimes there is a gap of 40 days, 35 days. Sometimes there is a gap of 15 days, 7 days between the projects. because other source code, all those source code are free. Only the project, the major projects are source codes are paid. You need to buy them, but these are on demand because there's no point. You will pay me on monthly basis. You are paying me this month. I delivered a project. Next month also you are paying, but I'm not giving you any source. So this is I don't feel good about this. Because if you are paying me, you should get something. That's why I have not enabled membership for code access. Oh, really? That is possible, Mr. Friesen. What are you asking? What is possible, Mr. Friesen? Could you add the question? That is possible. What is possible? What are you talking about? Blazor UI, especially from Syncfusion Blazor tools, is very slow in compared to Syncfusion Java. I worked on a petrol pump management system. There, I had to use the Excel export. I was using QuickGrid, but they wanted Excel export for a couple of reports. So I had to use Sync Fusion. These are very, very, very all those pages. I had to do some workarounds. So if I click any of the link, who has that Sync Fusion grid? Page is going to take some time. Click on this, the UI is frozen, page is not navigated to the next page. You need to wait, and after that it comes. I had to do some different stuff, but that is not also not 100% safe, but at least a workaround to have some responsiveness. So what I am doing, I'm not directly rendering the grid. I'm simply having a boolean flag on that component with the default value of false, and then in HTML template I check if that variable is true, then only render the grid. And then in on initialized async method, I first simply use await task.delay to free the UI thread, and it can go and simply paint the UI. Now it has painted the UI without the grid. Then I simply make that flag true and then await. Then again I simply use await task.yield. So it simply sets the flag to true, and it again goes to the repaint the UI, re-render the UI, and this time it is going to render the grid. So now what is happening when I click on the link, it uh, goes to the next page right away, and then it takes time. At least we can see something. Okay, we navigated to the next. So this is kind of a small workaround I am doing right now. I have done in this project. Okay, so there were we compared to Sync Fusion JavaScript control. So for Sync Fusion, the JavaScript jQuery controls I've used in ASP.NET Core MVC. They are also, yeah, these were good compared to Blazor, but not very smooth. They are also better than, for sure, better than Blazor. Yes, is more for search and rescue, but this in the US they using it for these devices, but those are more prepper related. Eight one not maybe, but in India I have never seen this, and I don't know. I have seen a lot of movies, a lot of TV series. I have never seen this thing in any of those. And that's why I just don't know about anything related to amazing live stream. Too. Mr. Faison, I meant interchanging between mouse, XAML, and Blazor. Yeah, this is a very, very good thing because the shell is .NET MAUI. The main page is XAML only. I had a video on my channel in which I showed you how you can pass data from XAML to Blazor hybrid. These components, Blazor components, you can pass data from Blazor component back to the MAUI XAML side. So using these things interchange. Actually, this is a very good video idea as well. What do you say? Maybe I can plan a video where the application is going to use both MAUI XAML and blazor hybrid for different parts of the application, right? The thing, as I already mentioned, that for charts, for big complex list collection views. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yes, yes, it is a good idea. Yes, maybe I can create a simple video where I can show you how can we integrate a blazor in an existing .NET maui application. I would love such a video. All right, let me plan a video for this. Where can I see the time, how long this video have been going? So 1:32. It will take some time for me to understand all these things. I'm very new to stream. This is, we are not building our app. I asked already. Did you guys watch that freehand drawing video in .NET, the latest video? Did you like it? The freehand drawing implementation of freehand drawing in .NET Maui. This one. Did you like this? Or did you watch this? This is the first question. I watched while I was at work. Really good video. Gave me some idea. This video gave me also some. Maybe I'm thinking I can maybe create some collaborative whiteboard kind of video. Maybe so we are going to have a whiteboard with this canvas. I am here, you are here, and we both can interact with the same whiteboard at the same time. We can share our designs, share our thoughts on the same whiteboard. This I thought. Thank you for your video. What is the best way to support you? Buying code or monthly support? IDC. So whatever suits you. Of course, buying code is straight away big payment, not very big, but still a good amount, because I don't have a bigger amount subscriptions. Yes, great video. I think it can be good for implementing signing packages during delivery. Yes, yes, signature pad. Yeah. I had the similar, so the requirement of it was similar only. Yeah, and for Sync Fusion, maybe the client I was working on, it is a company. So they told me to not use any third party tool. Because the Sync Fusion has a signature pad component. I suggested them that we can use that. But they told me that they don't want to use any third party. Maybe because whatever third party applications I have seen so far, third party controls in .NET MAUI, those are very laggy. For this also, for Sync Fusion, I installed the Maui application on two different Android devices. And these, if someone new came here, they try to use this application, this is very laggy, very slow. If I was just trying to maybe enter in .NET Maui, and if I have seen these applications, I would have not chosen the .NET Maui, because these applications are very slow. I tap on any of the link in that Sync Fusion's Android application, then I need to wait, then it will simply go, it will be forcefully thrown on my face, then if I'm scrolling, it is sometimes scroll smoothly, then it stops. There are a lot of issues. I don't know why all these Sync Fusion controls are so slow. I could not find any control which works smooth. But maybe, or maybe they have these things fixed in paid versions. I don't know. I have no idea. And if that's the case, then I can say okay, because they are investing time, they are investing money, they they deserve some amount back as well. So maybe the paid version of these, it has better experience. If someone has used any paid version, if they know about, if they have a good performance there in paid version controls, do let me know. I think it can be good for implementing signing package during delivery. Yes, oh yeah, many companies don't want to use third parties. Yeah, third party libraries providers have their maui control free and use people for testing their control. Bad thing is when it will be, no, almost all these who are providing the free control, they have paid version as right. So for sync fusion also they have paid free version and pro version both. So maybe in pro version performance, I have no idea. I use dev express at work. They are good, but you can feel that they are still trying out. Yeah, I, in my organization for Windows form and for Angular, we are using DevX. For Windows phones, they are good, but because maybe they are the current client, the current company, they're using the paid version, so it is good there. The performance in Windows, it is very, very good in Windows form. In Angular also, it is good. I use Dev Express work and there. Dev Express doesn't have any free version, right? Dev Express Maui is free at the moment. Yeah, but I don't. Maybe I should try Dev Express as well. Then I did you try that? Maybe their demo app on Android or iPhone. Is that good? Note down. Yes, I use it at work. Actually, it is good. So you are working on Maui in your company at work. Yes, I do. Cool. Okay. So should we wrap up now? So the first stream, it was good. We discussed some of the things. Then we started building that .NET Blazor hybrid desktop application. Then in second stream, it was very boring. People didn't join, and it was not good. Even I have already planned it. I dropped a community post for that and all. But this was also good. Today's stream. Okay, so I think it up now. Yeah, I mentioned about. I cannot tell you the number of times your videos have helped me. Thank you. I'm glad to have. These are the things which actually motivates me. Sometimes I read comments, the comments who says this, that I learned a lot, I learned more from you, from official documentation, from Microsoft side. So these are the things which keep me motivated. But then I see the views on my videos, then I'm again back on the floor. Enjoy your day. It's night for me. It's 1:30 p.m. for me. I'm just going straight to the bed. Great, thanks. Okay, and yeah, the application which we were building, if you have seen my previous streams, what do you say? Should we keep on building that live, or maybe I can plan, I can build it in a recorded video and then I can drop that video on the channel. Yeah, it's a niche. This is the problem and good thing maybe right now, because Blazor and Maudis are picking up now. So maybe down the line, after a couple of years, when Blazor is much more popular, Maui is popular. I'm not sure if Maui would be that much of popularity, but Blazor should get more popular. And maybe at that time, I would maybe get the first mover advantage. Not first, but at least the initial folks who jumped on the Blazor itself. If you ever join Twitch, please post your channel name. I will subscribe every month. Don't worry, the video. Yeah, maybe tomorrow is holiday. It's festival of colors here, Holi. Maybe tomorrow I'll have some free time and I can maybe explore Twitch. Yeah, maybe I should add that to my daily task plan. I actually use a very simple application for my daily task planning. I'll show you if you'll be able to see this. This is the application, which is a Blazor WebAssembly PWA. So when I was trying to do PWA, I was trying to just see how PWA is working with Blazor WebAssembly and all. I created this simple application. I installed it on my phone. I installed it on my wife's phone, and we use it regularly. It's very good actually. I love this. Add this Twitch exploration to my task planning for. All right. So that's all this. Yeah, and for that question which I asked, should we continue building that labeled or named timers application in the live streams, or should I uh, build that entirely in some recorded video and drop it? Do let me in the comment. All right, that's all for this video stream. I'll be back soon. It's sleep. Thank you for joining. I'll be back soon with some other video. Till then, bye bye.